Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Desmond with Dwight Books. Today's video is going to be another tag video. I know the past 2 weeks I've done 2 other tag videos, but today's going to be kind of the same thing. This one is going to be the Bookish Scenario Tag. This was originally done by Lindsay Hart's Books, and I'll leave the link to her original video down in the description box below. But I just kind of want to jump into the video and get things started. The first question is, you have to get rid of all your books, and you can only take one from each of these genres. First one is contemporary. I would choose to keep Everything. The reason why I chose this book, I think it was one of the first actual contemporary books that I ever read, and I really, really liked it. I originally read it because of the movie that was coming out, so I wanted to read the book before I watched the movie. Of course, I did like the book a lot more than I liked the movie, but the movie was really good, so I definitely recommend, if you've read this, or if you plan on reading it, also pick up the movie as well. Next category is fantasy, and I feel like I'm kind of cheating here, but I can't imagine a world where I don't own these books, and that is Harry Potter series. I know it says that you can only keep one from each of these genres, but I'm going to publicly keep this one and then stash the other 8 books, including The Cursed Child, because I did like that book. Stash them away somewhere so no one can find them, so I think I just have this one, but I can secretly read all 8 of them. The next category is nonfiction. I went through my shelves twice, and I only found one nonfiction book that I own. And I would honestly, if I had another one, probably choose this one anyway. And that is Save the Cat Writes a Novel. The reason why I would choose this is I am working on a work in progress. I don't want to bring it up too much, but so I bought this book to kind of help me in my writing journey. So I would definitely keep this for the future just in case I decide to dive back into that. The next category is a category of your choosing. I'm going to choose dystopian, and I'm going to keep Gone by Michael Grant. I've recently read this. I don't want to go into too much of what I thought about it because I will do a wrap-up video for October, probably either next week or the week after, which I'll go more into my thoughts about this book. It is about a world where at one moment everyone over the age of 15 disappears, and the kids kind of struggle on living and trying to figure out what's happening. Question number 2, you're at a bookstore and you hear a teenager telling their mom they don't like to read. No, not okay. But their mom insists they pick something. You walk over and recommend a book. You think it's great for people who aren't big on reading. What book is it? I'm going to go, I don't have a physical copy of these books. I do want to get some, but I currently have them on ebook, and that is The Hunger Games. I think anybody who doesn't like reading, once you start reading these books, you will dive right into the next book, and then the third book, and then you're kind of like, I kind of like the way a series feels, and then you'll get more into reading. Question number 3, you're not feeling yourself and need to pick me up. Which books do you read to put yourself in a good mood? Everyone knew the time was going to come in this video for me to mention these books, and that time is now, and that is Keeper and Seeker by Kim Chance. I love these books so much, so anytime I'm in like a reading slump, or I'm just not feeling like reading, I will pick up these books, start reading them, and then once I'm done, I'm like, oh, I need more, and I'll continue on to another series. Alright, question number 4. You go back in time for a day to your teenage years. What book would you most likely have caught yourself reading? I kind of mentioned this in my last video for the New to Book 2 tag. This is a book that got me into reading. Of course, I read before reading this book. I didn't just jump into Twilight. But this is a book that got me into series and world building and wanting to connect to the characters a little more. So I would see myself reading Twilight if I went back in time. Question number 5. When your friend surprises you with a 4-day road trip, you have 1 hour to pack. Which book do you bring to read along the way? This series, I just gave it away. I picked a series. Is Thirst by Christopher Pike. It's in a box set, so it counts as one book, right? We're going to count it as one book. The reason I chose this book, I've actually only read the first one. I haven't read beyond the first one. The first one follows our main character, who is a vampire. She's been a vampire for 5,000 years. But her creator is after her to kill her, and she meets this guy named Ray, falls in love. He's kind of like the only way that she can keep alive, but she ends up falling for him. So yeah, I would bring these 3. There's actually 5 books in this series, I believe. I own 4 of them. 3 of them are in a box set, so hopefully this will last me that 4-day trip. Question number 6 is, your house has been robbed. Don't worry, everyone is safe, but your bookshelf isn't rated. What's the book you really hope is safe? The number one book I really hope is safe, I already mentioned in this tag, so I don't want to do doubles. Of course, I want to make sure my signed copy of Keeper is 100% safe, but if I had to pick another one, because I've already used that book for this video, I would choose People Like Us. This is also, I actually won this book, a signed copy of this book, during the Keeper live show when on January 30th of 2018, when Kim did her video for her launch. So I got a signed copy of this, People Like Us, and it's just a really, really, really good book. I've read it 3 or 4 times. It is about a boarding school. Kay finds out that one of her classmates died, but then somebody starts emailing her, pretending to be the dead girl. So trying to figure out like who's doing that. It is really good. It reminds me a little bit of Pretty Little Liars, the TV show, so I really, really like that. The last question, in question number 7, is, your friend borrows a book and returns it in awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed, B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same to something of theirs? For this question, I would actually choose B, ask them to replace it. A lot of my friends know how important my books are to me, so I would say about 95% of the time they do not come back with any kind of damage. But I know that that friend knows, most of my friends know that if it does come back damaged, they will buy me another one, and they usually do. That is actually the last question for this tag. Please remember to like this video, subscribe, push the little bells to make sure that you get notified when I post another video. I will leave links to all of these books that I mentioned in the description box below. They will be Amazon affiliate links, so I do get a small commission off of those sales. Also, another affiliate link that will be in the description box is Book of the Month. That is my affiliate link. I'm actually really excited because I just saw on their website that recently they changed the pricing. So their pricing is now $9.99 a month, every month, always. So you get a hardcover book, bookish goodies, sent straight to your home for just $9.99 plus tax. So yeah, just check out that link and order your book. I believe they're going to be announcing the November book soon, since this is going to go up, I believe, the day before Halloween is when this video is going to go up. But yeah, leave a comment below. You can also follow me on Twitter @DwightBooks. That is all I have for you today. Have a good one. Be safe. And I'll see you in the next video.